to shoot up at this hour. But for them, it's just a simple afternoon or an evening, early in the evening for Team Falcons. I wonder if this will work.
Okay, let's find out. Again, this is an interesting draft to say the least about Team Falcons. The Mongolz, I feel like, is a little more standard, right? This is something we're really used to seeing, but although, again, it will be the first time today anyway here on Stream A that we see the Jushin in action. I guess the biggest change with her that we can see in effect is, like I was saying, was the ability to pull heroes again. Oh, wow. Early Purify already burned out. Good pressure here in the mid lane, but also the mana regen. I just feel like she doesn't really go like out of mana anyway. She doesn't go ooh.
Yeah.
Especially when she gets the mana gem, right? The crystal to help her. Elegant gem, yeah.
As long as you are able to hit with your landers, you're gonna be fine. Just make sure that you are actually hitting someone. If you're not, just quickly let go. I'm still in shock, dude. Like, I don't know what Team Falcons wants to do with this composition, because my instinct tells me that there should always be a scaling hero from your teammate. I mean, obviously the CC can scale, but it will not scale as hard as the Moskov.
Yeah, probably won't. Not only that, but eventually that trade, the value of the Moskov, if they get to the later portion of the game, and you got your Trinity of items, your value of damage is way higher in that Moskov, right? Not only that, but also macro level. Like, you're way more valuable on a macro sense as that Moskov. And that's why for a while he was picked up in nearly, all the games in that gold lane. Kind of fell off a little bit, but still very valuable with the Spirit of Destruction too. So definitely one of the things that the Mongolz can play into. But right now, we've got to play into this first turtle. See what happens here. Even with this consideration, this is broken walls. Just adds a little bit of a nuisance there to deal with on the turtle take. So they'll play around that, sitting at half health. Zetsu should be able to go ahead and start this and secure. They're going to force a fight. Zetsu gets the turtle. A Raging Sandstorm going to be thrown out, but no one falling. So they'll just disengage. Objective secured, though, for the Mongolz.
You have a team that wants to dive and a team that wants to disengage. So it's like a...
So Matilda's forward,
just trying to each other.
Yeah, just kind of works that way, If you have a Matilda, I mean, I guess that's your biggest question, right? From Team Falcons is like, where is that damage going to come from? Other than the Farsa. Obviously, Farsa with the Feather Airstrike from Cuffin is going to be valuable. But are they just trying to... Like, where is that scaling going to happen for them, I think that's the main question with this lineup. And maybe it could be in the sense of Boyet just landing his Spatial Migration Requiem combo, and that's enough to go ahead and burst someone down if the Farsa is there.
Yeah.
Oop, Raging Sandstorm. Sanji will go ahead. He'll be fine. Again, this is Uranus. He did pop the Flicker, though. But he'll just heal back up.
He'll be fine afterwards. Has to burn the Flicker, but it's okay. I think... naturally, you're going to see the Mongols to have better damage profile. Even without their Moskov, their early game to mid-game damage is already there. If you look at Team Falcons, I think their only power spike is in the mid-game. Afterwards, it's going to be difficult. Before that, it's also difficult. It's literally just the mid-game for Team Falcons.
Again, Flicker burned. That's the Feathered Airstrike I was talking about. But yeah, it's one of those senses that, like, in these first nearly 5 minutes of the game, it's so flashy, right? Like, everything is happening. It's like fireworks, but no one's dying. Which, maybe is a good thing. Like, I don't think we want people dying during fireworks, but, like, it's like there's way too many things just being thrown at each other, and then there's all these abilities to just kind of disengage. And even more so for Team Falcons, because they have a Matilda, and you get that, wings by wings of the guiding, the circling eagle to kind of help you out with that. So fighting for the objective, though, Mongolz are going to take their chance, go for it, try to get the second turtle. That they do. Here's a fight that's going to break out. Again, going for it. Sano trying to get away. They're just trying to disengage once again, but this time the Mongols say no. Sano going to be the first to die. A good Requiem, though. Setsu trying to get away. Spirit of Destruction thrown on out into the fight. Now Boyet could be in trouble. It's going to be the trade, the 1 for 2. Looking for more to follow through as Sanji gets away with the Guiding Wind. And once again, that's what the Matilda helps do. So a trade, but again, objectively, plus a bit of an advantage for the Mongols.
Yeah. Whatever, how for how much they lack when it comes to the damage output and the scaling department, they make up for it with sustain. Team Falcons are way too tanky and sustainable. Although they were not killing anyone from Team Mongolz. And to be fair, Mongols are dealing enough damage. I really like how they included Rinks at the last moment out there, but it's far too early for the Moscow to ramp up when it comes to the damage. But yeah, that's what is happening right now. They will find finally a kill here after a long while for Team Falcons.
Big plays here. There's the drag, though. Oh, even on top side. Double kill for Troll. So a good play. Finding on the board. You know, this is kind of insane. It's a double kill for a Matilda, man. Troll, I'm wondering how he's going to build this Matilda, too. Like, do you still just... What's a typical build path now for Matilda? I know she fell off for a little bit.
Yeah.
Still appears here and there, but... You know, when you have this kind of advantage, the poke that she has from the Wisp too actually hurt. You know, they build up pretty well. Look at that. She's got the Flask of the Oasis already.
Flask, yeah. That double kill really helped her. Him, I mean. But I'm wondering how Rinks died there. Well, he was alone, so he might have not have enough dashes as well. Did not pop the Purify. Very, very stingy utilizing his Purify. Any other Moscow player would have popped the Purify to get out there. But he's actually contributing to the fight now.
Yeah, look at this. Control once again for the last turtle of the game. Shenlin fighting that backside. They're going to force this down. Feathered Airstrike comes through. Shenlin's still going to be alive. Now Cuffin could be in trouble. There's the startup from Mumu. And again, the guiding wind to get him out of dodge, get him out of a bad situation. Mumu's still going to be forced out of this. They're in the jungle. No one dies in the exchange just yet. Like I said, it's a whole lot of fireworks here. Zetsu popping that. He's going to get spatial migration into the Requiem, thrown in the air. Finally, a kill going over. Team Falcons, once again, looking for more. Makey trying to get away. Won't be able to go away from Sano. Again, that CC is a nuisance to deal with. Even with the Vengeance, Feathered Airstrike, able to find another mark. And Troll is on a killing spree. Team Falcons finding a whole lot. Despite trading the objectives, they'll now get a tier 1 turret, take the purple buff for themselves, and take more from the Mongols.
Big mistake coming up from the Mongols. They have overstayed. Zetsu was overly aggressive against Team Falcons. The moment that his ultimate expired, Team Falcons just went up on him, and there was nothing that the Bakshi can do to save himself. Everybody from the Mongols has dispersed already. And they coupled that mistake with another mistake. They tried to save Zetsu as well as Meiki. And the result was they've lost 2 of their members. That's the total 3. And then they've lost the purple and a turret. In just a span of a few bad engagement coming up from Mongols, they have lost so much of their lead.
You know, with this pressure up on the top side, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get much. An SOD thrown out, but Rinks doesn't want to take that. Clearly bring him to his death. Waves being cut down on bot. Lord's coming up in 20, though. But with Team Falcons and the Mongols, despite everything happening in the last 8.5 minutes, so almost 9 minutes of this game, it's pretty much even economically.
Yeah.
So you can't count the Mongols out. It's more so of, you're seeing when these team fights break out. They've given us a good preview of what this Lord fight's going to look like, right? It's kind of this push and pull. The Mongols' biggest obstacle is just playing against this kind of mobility that Team Falcons has. And if they get Mumu down here, it's going to be a good early advantage. They already get the Vengeance out from Sano, so it's a little bit of resource down. Up top, though, Rinks is actually really low. Rinks doesn't even have the Purify. So a cross-map play happening here. Spatial migration into the Requiem's going to be able to find Shenlin. He is gone, and Rinks is forced off the turret from Sanji. And so now Team Falcons in a position to take the Lord if they want to. It's going to go for a bit of a reset. So the Mongols might be able to hold on and get back into this fight and dance off against Team Falcons. Shenlin, though, still 6 seconds away. Looks like Team Falcons just has this advantage. They're going to go for it again. Again, this combination with the Guinevere from Boyette to be able to secure them another kill, and it was the jungler of the Mongols. So now, even more so, this Lord is theirs. A bit of a push from Rinks up top, potentially able to put down some damage on that tier 2. He throws the SOD. but Boyette's going to be able to get the Lord. And now, once again, the circling eel thrown around, and it looks like they want to fight anyway. Mumu jumping for this fight, and they're going to go. They find Boyette, and the Mongolz, they get trapped in the jungle with Sanji joining. No, Makey takes out Sano, and Rinks picks up a kill as well. The Mongolz is coming through with a fight, and now they're going to go for Sanji. What happened to Team Falcons after they secured the Lord?
Well, Mumu happened to them. What a great usage of the Bravest Fighter, landing on 4 members of Team Falcons, 3 or 4. I cannot even see it because of how explosive it was. And what happens afterwards is that you have so much minus physical, you have so much defense basically with whatever you get from the Lapu-Lapu when he's landing all the shots. And then of course you have Rinks who dealt enough damage for Team Falcons to get out there. And Makey as well, we can see the strength of this Zushin. As long as you're lifting high HP heroes and then you smash that against your opponents, that's gonna deal so much damage as well. If there was even a damage recap during that moment, I'm pretty sure that Makey dealt the most damage as well during that clash because of how clumped up Team Falcons were. Still can't change the fact that Team Falcons managed to take advantage of their power spike in the first, I would say, 8 to 12 minute mark. That's where their power spike will be. But now the Mongols have gathered enough steam.
They want to fight again, but the Mongolz is actually going toe-to-toe. Sanji can't escape. He does try to get away with the wings by wings, but he's still taken out. On mid lane, Team Falcons scrapping the feet to fight back here, hold on to what they can. So the Mongols, you know, like I said, this is probably the most even series we're going to have today, and it's our last series of the day, Wolf. Yeah. And you're seeing that already in game 1. The Mongols will be in a good position to go ahead and contest that Lord when it comes up in about 60 seconds. And that's the thing. Rinks is going to play this macro play style now with this Moskov. He's been doing it now for a few minutes. He's got the items that he needs. Maybe a little more defense is what he could use. But as long as they avoid the majority of the setup that's coming from Team Falcons is Boyette. Yeah. You know, Boyette's the one jumping forward, trying to get that spatial migration off, that Requiem, catch somebody if they can. But eventually the Mongolz is going to be itemized in a way that just doesn't result into a automatic kill, you know, that we've seen previously in the early portion of the game.
That's right. I agree with you. I think, like I said, the power spike for Team Falcons is between 8 to 12 or maybe 13 minutes. This is the part where they can actually win. I would say that because there's a little bit of lead for Team Mongolz, in this upcoming team fight, there's only a slight advantage for Team Falcons. It's like 60 to 40 favoring Team Falcons in the next Lord. But that will change if Zetsu gets poked like this once again. His ultimate was forced by Team Falcons, and that's already bad news for the Mongols.
Yeah, it could be troublesome. I don't. Again, it seems like Team Falcons is almost in a sense of like, come fight us, you know? And they're playing into the fact that they have a Matilda. That's one of the big parts about this lineup that's working for them mobility-wise. Feathered Airstrike coming down, Rinks popping that Purify. So it's actually really important. He doesn't have that for this fight. Could just choose to go ahead and push on one of the off lanes here, and it seems like they might do that. Just delay this Lord, let him get to that lane, push that in. Yeah. It's not the best fighting position anyway without the Purify.
If you're the Mongols, you're okay with this. That every time the Lord fight is prolonged, but that will only be applicable if you're able to land the SOD. Right now, the most crucial spell for the Mongols is that Spear of Destruction. And of course, the ultimate on the Zetsu. You gotta have to take care of your Bakshi as well in this game.
Let's see what they do. Looks like Rinks is actually gonna make his way up towards this fight. Maybe to clear out mid. Stalling this out as much as they can. An opening if they will. Mumu jumps forward. They're gonna fight for the Lord. They're gonna force this down to a Retribution battle. It's gonna be Zetsu that gets the Lord. And now with the beacon, Mikey leading that. Boyette's going to be the one to fall, and now Sano able to get away with the wings by wings, but the Mongols have won at that fight. They'll get the Lord, they'll get the tier 1 turret, they got the kill.
I'm actually in disbelief that Zetsu was able to win that, even after having that source of stun coming up from Team Falcons. However, there wasn't any CC that you saw from that fight. It kind of felt like Team Falcons did not even connect their spells, their abilities. There wasn't any violent Requiem that was started by Team Falcons. They waited for so long the Mongols was able to get there. And right now, Rick, you can see that he was almost able to take out the Uranus. That's how strong the Moskov is right now. Obviously, later on, he will be managed by the Kiraz, maybe a Chastised Pauldron. But right now, as of this moment, it's the Mongols now in the lead.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and potentially get one of the base turrets down. They don't get it up top. Feather airstrike used to clear out these enhanced waves, but still the Mongols might be looking to at least just get the base turret unless they can force something further. Raging Sandstorm going to be used as well. They crash on in. There's a spatial migration from Boyette. Troll up on the backside trying to gain some space to work with, but Rinks is just shredding them down. Sanji will be fine. They lost to Troll. They lost a base turret, and the Mongols will go ahead and disengage after taking that base turret down. So they have fought hard to get back into this game, and now they have a lead.
This is scary for Team Falcons. We've already mentioned so many problems that they have to face, but now it's even more from the Mongols.
Again, forcing the fight. Mumu jumps in with the rest of the team to follow, but there's no wave in the mid lane to take down that mid turret. It was cleared out already. So unfortunately for the Mongols, the play was there, you know, trying to get that base turret down, but it doesn't end up happening. So they'll go ahead and grab these buffs. They still have plenty of time for this Lord to come up here. So I'm not sure if Team Falcons has an answer to deal with this or if they just want to go ahead and wait for that contest to come up.
Lantern is one way to go. Need the extra damage from the tanky heroes of the Mongols. But already Mongols are itemizing against them. You mentioned about like not dying in the initial burst of Team Falcons. Well, Winter Crown was the choice for movement. And I think it's very smart. The way you do is you force Team Falcons to utilize their massive spells on you, like the Farsa ultimate, for example, or maybe the Curtain Call, and after, or the Violent Requiem even. And when that happens, when they rain down on you, pop the Winter Crown, and all of a sudden, the heavy commitment of Team Falcons will not net any kill for you, and then you can turn it around. I would not be surprised if there are more heroes from the Mongols that will pick up the Winter Crown.
See if they can do it in here. Lord was started up, but they might just delay this for that Evolved Lord to come through. They don't actually have to force this. Lantern now picked up by Meiki. Help with shutting down some of the tankier members once again, Team Falcons, and they're already doing that anyway. Even Sanji, you know, you see how many times he's got to pop an early consecrate. Ooh, Raging Sandstorm going to be used. Shenlin caught on this side of the jungle. Now Sano going for the fight. They'll get the angle to go for the Lord anyway. Feathered Airstrike going to be dropped down. Who's going to be able to get this Lord? It's going to come down the Retribution. It's Mumu that gets the Lord secured. Winter Crown going to be popped. Boyette is gone. Team Falcons losing a major objective. And now Rinks throwing out that SOD. They already got the Lord though, so they're ready to go ahead and march towards a potential win here. Depending if Team Falcons can clear this out. Again, they have great defense, especially with the Farsa. But can they withstand this? They still got 26 seconds for Boyette to be up.
Yeah. How the way that they actually denied the guiding wind to save Boyette.
Oof. Raging Sandstorm.
So good from the Mongols.
Going to be able to find two. Turret's going to go down. They're going to force the fight anyway. Even before the Lord comes up, Troll's going to be gone. They don't care anymore. They want to end the game. Sano jumping into the backside. Rinks already has the immortality. He's going to be fine. Gets the space that he needs. Sanji's going to be next. He has to flicker defensively, but the base is going to be worked on, and the Mongols fought hard for this. They'll take game one against Team Falcons.